Hi everyone. Hello, 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 and happy Thursday, everybody. Hi guys, I'm here with you today. This is Crazy Callan Vlogs, and I am just here with you over here on this channel to just share my time and my space with you and to just have a friendship connection. This is my secondary channel. I do have a main channel, which is Crazy Days of Callan, where I haul from the Dollar Tree on Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. And because of my connections that I've made so deeply over there in that big, beautiful village, I decided to make a second channel so that I could just share more one-on-one time with you guys. We do a lot of coffee with Callan chats just about just everyday things. And then also I like to haul things for you guys that is outside of the Dollar Tree when I find cool things that I want to share with you. I also like to take you places with me when I'm doing like something that is interesting me so that I can share with you what I like to do in my everyday life with my family and my experiences in my area. I live in Massachusetts. And we all come from such different places. So I like to share a lot of that with you as much as I can. And today we are just doing a little bit of a catch up about me after surgery. And this is Thursday, and I had surgery on Monday, and I'm having my recovery time at home. So I'll update you guys on that. You know, my beautiful friends that I haven't been able to connect with, through other ways. This is my way of just saying hi to you and let you know how things went and how I'm doing now. But I have a Temu haul, and I never thought I would honestly say that, but my dear friend Donna, she kept mentioning Temu to me, and of course I've heard of it. I've seen so many people order from it and things like that. I had yet to at all. So she was like, you should just check it out just for fun. And while I've been um, kind of leading up to the surgery and having some downtime and taking care of myself, I did look into it the last time she mentioned it to me, and I Googled some things. She was like, they have everything on there you could imagine. If you wanted to, just place one order and see what you think about it. Well, last week when I was kind of gearing myself up for my surgical procedure on Monday, I had a lot of downtime. I was resting and I was scrolling, so I did go on and I ordered a cup. I think there was 8 things in total. There may be more, I can't remember. But it only came to like $42 or something like that. It was like really inexpensive. And I did receive this stuff yesterday, and I've already opened it up and looked at it. So I wanted to share what I got at Temu, and let you know roughly the price range that I remember it to be. I do have like the listing of it, but I generally remember roughly how much each piece was that I purchased. So I'll share those things with you first, and then I'll update you at the end of the video on how everything went, how this Thursday is going so far, bright and early in the morning, and how I'm feeling. So let's get into it. Now, if you guys know me even just a little bit, you know I love Halloween, and my obsession is Michael Myers. I've loved him since I was young. I live extremely close to Salem, Massachusetts. Our history here is very much haunted happenings, Salem, Mass, all that stuff. And right now it is October, and I haven't gotten into the downtown part of Salem, Mass yet because of everything going on with me. But I cannot wait to. Halloween is my favorite. It was my family's favorite. I grew up with spooky everything all my life, and it is embedded in me. And Michael Myers is my greatest fear and also my horror crush, I would call him. So, first thing that I looked up on Temu was Michael Myers themed things, merchandise items, whatever, and I scrolled through, and these are the things that I found. So I love all of my clothes oversized. If I was to buy something that fit me properly, it would be an XL, I would say, but I'm very well off on the top part of myself, if you know what I'm saying. So I would probably do a 1X, and that would fit me appropriately. But I like big oversized things. I wear a lot of leggings if I'm not wearing sundresses. And so a big oversized shirt or sweatshirt is the way it goes. So I got a 4X and everything because she did tell me everything runs small normally. So I did get a 4X and all of this stuff. I got this black t-shirt and it has that Michael Myers picture on it from the number one movie, Michael Myers. I love all the Michael Myers, but definitely number one is always hands down going to be my absolute favorite. So this is actually not a t-shirt, it's a t-shirt dress. So this goes down to just above my knees. It is so roomy, so comfortable, and the material of this is very soft and it's almost feels like a stretchy material. So I could not believe this. This was $2.54 because after I put it in my cart and I had it in there for like a day, Temu sent me an email. It sent me an email saying that they would take off a percentage, which would make it $2.54. But this was only $8.99 to begin with, anyways. But I got it for $2.54, and I'm going to try to get a pair of fish fishnet leggings and wear that underneath that Temu t-shirt dress. I love it. It's very soft, very comfy. It's roomy and flowy, and I love it. So there is that first off. Then, then right here, um, then right here, I did get this, and this is a t-shirt. Same exact black material. It feels the exact same as the last one I just showed you. And that is the image on it. I love it. It says, I'll be friends with you with Freddy Krueger, It, Michael Myers, and Jason. Those were all of my childhood favorites. That is a 4X as well. I mean, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and those classic horror movies to me were the best, and they always will be the best. So I like that. It fit really well. That is a 4X. And I will say it is not a 4X. Like it is not a 4X. It's very it's not ginormous on me for a 4X. I would say it's more like a 3X. So it kind of like just goes in a little bit more than what you would think a 4X would be. So definitely smaller than the 4X that I ordered. And then right here, now I love this gray. This gray is so nice. And the image on it is fantastic. So it says Halloween and Company, established in 1957. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And then again, it has Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, and it has the Scream character, which is the Scream movie was definitely one of my favorites as I was getting older. And I love the whole Scream movie line that they've come out with. I love it. I've seen every single one of them multiple times, and I think that they are great. But I really enjoy all the pinky colors to this one. This one is probably my favorite of all three of the shirts for sure. And that one fit really well, and that was a 4X also, and that one is roomier than the last one that I showed you, so it's a little bit more true to the 4X size. Then I picked up this. So all the t-shirts are super duper soft. And the application of the print feels like I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't want any of those to peel off. So I will definitely be washing all of these on cold and not putting them in a dryer at all. I generally don't put my clothing in a dryer anyways. But these I'm not gonna wash on hot water. I'm gonna do them on delicate, cold, and air dry them for sure because I don't want them to shrink and I don't want the printable image on them to peel off in any way. It doesn't feel like it's really embedded into the shirt fully on, I would say, the second one that I showed you of them sitting on the couch and saying, I'll be friends with you. That one feels like it's a little It's a little bumpy and I don't want it to peel off. So I will let you guys know, in time how that went with the washing process and what happened to them. Now, this is a 4X and this is a sweatshirt. This is just a sweatshirt. And now I would say that this material is a very different kind of sweatshirt material that I've ever had. It has almost like a silky feeling to it. It's kind of like it's like a puffy type of quality where it's soft inside. It is very, very soft and cozy inside. This part of it is very nicely tapered to like my wrist area and stuff. But this is almost like it's not a flowy type of sweatshirt where it will hang down on you. It's kind of poofy. It's an odd material, but it's not uncomfortable. It's very soft and it looks cute on because I already tried it on. And this is the image. Oh, the battery is dying and I don't know how. Sorry about that. I fixed it. I gotta see if you can see this. So that's the image on it, and I just love the image so much. So I really hope that this stays well, and it says Spooky Mama, and she's winking, and I think she's adorable, and I hope I look just like her because she is the cutest ever. So I got that, and that was only $8.99. So this was $8.99. I think I told you. No, I maybe didn't even tell you. I think this was $7.54. This was the one with them all on the couch. That was $2.54 because they gave me a little bit of a discount because it was sitting in my cart. And then the t-shirt dress I think was seven something. So that's all the clothing. Now, I will show you this, and I am so excited for these first of all because down in Salem, Mass, this style witch hat has become extremely, extremely popular. And to buy these down in Salem, Massachusetts, mind you, they are a better quality to buy them original down in Salem, Mass. They are a much better quality. They're like a felty type of material that's heavy and nice. This is more of almost like a burlap type of feeling. Not, it's knitted. It's kind of like knitted, but if you were to feel burlap and feel this, it's pretty close. It's not bad by any means, but this was only $5.08. It fits really, really well. I did try these on, and this is actually something that, is perfect, to my head. That little crook in it, kind of puffs out even more so that this part right here bends a little bit more back once it's fitted on your head. It looks so cute. I love that like heathered blue look. It's really, really pretty. This is a little bit like stiff, but it's movable. I hope over time, like the bendiness of the creases, how it was folded in the packaging, will come out of it. But if it doesn't, it really does look so pretty on. It's such an adorable, adorable witch hat. And for only $5, I think for five, it's worth it. I would have even probably paid 10 for this. Because the hats down in Salem, like I said, they're around 40 bucks a piece, and I would never ever pay that. So, and they have them in so many colors, absolutely so many colors. So for this, for the price that I paid, well worth it. I can't wait to wear it and rock it. I actually got that particular one for my mom so that when we go walking around Salem and having fun, we'll have our witch hats on. And then I got a pink one. Now, this pink one is for me. This pink one is definitely for me because it's going to go with the gray t-shirt with all of the characters on it with that pinky grayish look to it. So this hat I bought especially for that t-shirt and it looks so cute. Now, this one, all of them, they're fancy, fantastic, cute as a button. And again, $5.08. Sorry about this. My I don't even know what time it is. I thought it was earlier than anybody would call me, but I'll call them back in a second. But really, really cute. Again, the same exact type of material and feeling. And for $5, I'm all about it. So, couple more things. This right here is a sign that I loved. As you can see, it is bent. It is bent. It is not perfectly straight the way that they packaged it. You know, it definitely did some damage to it. It has a little dent in it right there. But this was only $4 and it is a metal sign. So I am going to try to like place some books on it to try to straighten it out. And there is Michael Myers on there in the garden patch and it says gardening because murder is wrong. So, so I just think that that is so funny, and it almost laughs, hurting laughs a little bit. So that is just hysterical. And they did have a sign to choose from with Jason, and they had another one, I think, with a couple of other characters from horror movies. But of course, I was going to get Michael Myers for $4, and that saying on it just cracked me up, just absolutely cracked me right up. So I thought that that was adorable. Okay, so all of these earrings were roughly about $1, and one of them was 89 cents. So I got these earrings right here. These are metal, and I love the stars, the bats, the pumpkin patch, and the moon. So I got those, and I think those were $1.07. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I'm trying to reach stuff without moving my body too much. These are so sweet and cute, and I do believe that these were the ones that were 89 cents. So, so cute. That creepy little doll with the heart on her chest. Very, very, very cool and creepy looking. Oh, I love these. I love these. These were $1.07 as well. The little ghosties with the flowers in their hair and they're holding up the peace signs. How special is that? That is absolutely fantastic. Perfect for me. And then I didn't realize that these were Michael Myers in like a Christmas cup. So these are not Halloween themed. They have a lot of Michael Myers or haunted things that are in a Christmas style as well. So he's sitting in the cup. He's got his Christmas hat on and he's sitting in a coffee cup and he's got hearts on his Christmas hat. I think that they are just so cute. So for $1, I'm still wearing them for Halloween though, for absolute certain. Now, I will say that these are wonderfully cute and really nicely made. They're almost like resin. I think that they very well may be like a resin type of earring. And I'm trying to get the shine off of this one. But the little black kitties with the spooky faces, that purple background, we have this, and all of these are pierced, by the way. So those are all $1. And then last but not least, I got this package of stickers. That's really, really like tons and tons of stickers in here. I think there was 50 of them for $1.50. Um, and they are like spooky, creepy, apothecary, witch. Woo! Where'd she go? She was so cute. Witch style hats. Just really, really pretty stickers. Look at, they're just so. I think I looked up Halloween stickers, and these were more of like a witch theme. Exactly what I didn't want to happen is happening where I'm losing them. Oh, one just fell into the couch. It's okay. We're gonna deal with that later. Um, you know, the little cat. I mean, there's an incredible amount of them, and they're all very, very pretty. So those were only like $1.50. So that is it. That is it, and that is what I got. That's more than what I thought I got because even on the slip, I think it said 8 items or something like that, but I could definitely be wrong. There she is. So she's the one I dropped. I hope I didn't drop more because I really love them. So anyhow, that was my first ever Temu haul, and Donna, I did it. And I would say for only, I think it was like $42 and change, I will definitely order from them again because like I said, if you go into Salem and you're actually like in downtown, there are things that are reasonably cost that you could purchase, and you definitely, if you ever come to Salem, Mass, are gonna want stuff in the little shops and the stores and stuff. But if you want to come down there, spooky and Halloweeny, especially during the month of October, during haunted happenings where it is literally blown out. People are in costumes from like 7 o'clock in the morning until midnight and after, almost the whole entire month of October. There are carnivals and there are marketplaces with pop-up shops, and streets are closed off, and it is very difficult to get into Salem, Mass. They do suggest that if you're coming from outside of town to try to take public transportation into the city. Especially like just take the train in because you get off the train right as you cross the street and where everything commences. They have parades, haunted, spooky parades, and I mean, literally anything you could think of. All you have to look up is haunted happenings in Salem, Massachusetts, and you are going to be overwhelmed with the amount of things, museums, and, tours and everything, eateries all over the place. But it is so much fun to get dressed up or to be in some type of costume, or even if it's not a costume, like outfits that are Halloween themed, because you are going to want to go and take pictures with all of the people that are down there that dress so elaborately. The costumes that come into the city are like movie quality. People really knock it out of the ballpark, and they wait for this time of year every year to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on their costumes, and everybody floods down there to take pictures with people that are just walking around with their costumes on. My son and Richie and I did it one year, and I dressed up as a killer tooth fairy. My son was the killer Easter bunny, and my husband was the killer Santa. And we looked fantastic. And I made every single one of our costumes, and people were taking pictures with us for like the whole day. All we did was go and stand on the sidewalk with a sign saying, if you want to take a picture with us, feel free. We were taking pictures with people the entire day, that we're just down there admiring people, hanging out, costumes, all that. It's just so much fun. It is so much fun. And this is like what I live for every year, other than summertime. So, my son actually, his birthday is October 13th, and that's where we're gonna go, is downtown. So, we all, this is like my life, and this is what I've grown up with. So it's very, just what we would do anyways. So we're going to go out to eat. We're probably going to dress up, be spooky, Halloweeny, go down there, have a blast. Michael Myers characters are everywhere. They come out of the woodwork. They will follow you in that creepy stance down the street and keep you, keep right on your tail and just horrify you in like a fun way the whole time you're down there if they know that you're scared of them. Richie has hired a Michael Myers to chase me before because he knows how much I love it and I'm afraid of it, but it's like the best thing ever, and it makes you laugh and it makes you scared and it makes you like freaked out, but it's in a weird way like just so much fun and so funny, and it's made like the best memories. And Richie, one time a couple of years ago, he actually hired a Michael Myers. We went in to pull in to just get gas at Cumberland Farm, and he went in to pay, but I was scrolling on my phone in the car waiting for him to come back. And I looked up to see what was taking him so long, and Michael Myers was standing at the hood of my car. And I screamed bloody murder. I locked all the doors, and then he slowly came over to the driver's side of where I was sitting as I was like trying to take off to the passenger side, even though I knew the doors were locked. And he was tapping on the window and waving at me and trying the door handle. And it was like, well, my husband, like, I fell in love with him in a different way that day. It was so awesome. And he was recording the whole thing. It was so funny. That was several years ago, but it was awesome. So so that's what's going on with that. But anyhow, so that's what I got. That's what we're doing, and that's the part of it. Now I will take like 5 minutes and tell you guys. Um Monday came and went. I can't believe I am stronger mind than I thought I could be for this. First of all, I was petrified going in. Richie walked me in, like I told you, into the surgical, intake, and then they immediately called my name once I got there because they had called me to come in earlier, because she had, a situation where a time frame moved up and she wanted me to come in to do the surgery earlier. So I was taken off guard. I was very, like, I was just constantly praying all the way there. And then I got there, he walked me in, they called me in right away, and I was alone because they're not allowed to be in there because the numbers for the C word have boomed and nobody extra can be in the hospitals at this time other than the patients. So he had to leave. I had to go through this by myself, so I had to be very strong in my mind. Everybody was very, very good to me. Of course, they're just wonderful medical staff. I can't say enough about them. They definitely took the first like hour and a half to prep me, go through all the paperwork, go through everything that needed to be discussed, dotted all the T's, dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's and stuff like that. It got me hooked up to everything I needed to be hooked up on, did all the you know, things that needed to be done to going into the OR, and then I watched the time tick, 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 and they kept coming back and saying, "You're up next. She'll be here for you in a moment." I just kept praying. I didn't have my phone. I didn't have nothing. Everything had to be locked up. I had nothing on me. I was just laying in the hospital bed waiting to get wheeled into the OR. And I had no contact because I didn't have my phone or anything like that. And so they came and they got me, and I started to like breathe and stuff, and they were rubbing my hand and stuff as they were rolling me down the hallway, and I just said how scared I was. And they just kept saying, "You are gonna do great. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna take care of you." There were all the ones that they said they were gonna be in the room with me, walking along with me down the corridor. I have never seen the inside of an OR before. The minute we hit those doors and they opened and I went in, I was in full panic mode. I've never seen the inside of a room like that with all the lights, and they're big and huge, and these big spheres with these huge bursting lights, and it's freezing in there. And, it's just very sterile, and there's monitors everywhere. And I'm rolling toward this bed I needed to transfer into, and I was like so wild, like my mind was going bonkers. And they were just like, "What'd you do this weekend? Or what's your favorite color?" They were talking to me about like just random stuff. And she slipped me sedative because I could feel like I was awake. I was answering all their questions, but my mouth was doing funny things. And then I woke up in the recovery room. I literally woke up in the recovery room, and they were all standing around me as I was in the recovery room waking up, and I was so like confused. And then they were laughing, and then they said, "Do you know what your first word was once you started talking to us or whatever when we were waking you up?" And I was like, what is happening, whatever. And so they were laughing, and finally, several minutes later, they said I was dreaming about Tupac. And I remember that morning I watched the news report, because my bird loves to listen to the news. And so I was listening to the news early that morning that they arrested Tupac's potential person that murdered him. And I was dreaming about I Tupac, and so I guess that when they were waking me up and I was starting to form words, they were listening close because they couldn't make out what I was saying, and I kept saying Tupac, Tupac, they found the killer. So, so that's how I woke up. I didn't get my family, they weren't allowed to come in, so I was in recovery for a little while. They were hands down fantastic, wonderful. They explained everything to me. They showed me the pictures. I'm not going into that. They showed me the pictures of everything, 'cause, cameras going there and all that stuff, and they showed me the up close and personal stuff, everything that they took out. They showed me all the things. So we went over all that stuff, and then they wheeled me out. A little while later, they wheeled me out, and I will never forget this probably the rest of my life. But my husband, and I'm still delirious. I'm still loopy, and so I'm wheeling out, and my husband is walking up the corridor to the entranceway, which is a long corridor with all glass, and the sun was going down and it was kind of shining on him in a certain way. And he was walking toward me, wheeling toward him with like the most soft and relief looking smile on his face that I've ever seen him have. And he just, you know, it was just a moment that I don't think I'll ever forget, him walking toward me in that lighting. And then I went out. So I was crying and whatever. And then they got me out to the car. And then my mom was there, in the driver's side. And it was just so she was smiling as I was going toward, they were wheeling me toward the car. She had pulled up to the roundabout to pick us up. And so, I was just so happy. She was smiling. She's like, "You did it. You made it. You did it. I can't believe you're so brave," and this and that. So I was so happy to see her. And then my son pulled up in the parking lot. I guess he left work and he flew. Now he works in Boston, in like the inner city of Boston. So there's traffic and everything. And I guess he flew to that hospital and got there right as I was being wheeled to the car. And he was calling my mom on the phone right as they were trying to get me into the car. And he burst out of the car and started running for me. And then he just came in right through the passenger side door that they were putting me in, and he hugged me and was just like rubbing my head and stuff like that, and I could see the relief in all of those three people's faces. And those three, I'm telling you, I don't know what I would do in my life without them. So so after being back, I held my husband's hand the whole way back. My mom drove, and I just had my hand back there, and he was rubbing my hand. And later on that night, he did tell me that he was really scared because I was there for hours and hours and hours, and they didn't get any phone calls or anything like that. So he said he had to sleep most of the time, because he was very anxious, and as the hours were going, he was getting more and more anxious. So he said I had to sleep. I had to sleep. My mind was racing. I was starting not to feel well and stuff. So he slept most of the hours that I was in there. I was in there for like a little over 6 hours. And so anyways, so I've been home now since, Monday later in the evening, and I'm still, I have discomfort, but I'm alternating extra strength Tylenol and Motrin. And they were going to give me like actual painkillers, but I've never taken anything like that. I don't want to even attempt it. I've got cramping. I've got a lot of things happening, using the restroom and stuff like that. There's still there's still some recovery time that is very much needed. I'm very swollen. I feel swollen. I feel extended, especially in my midsection and stuff like that. And I've called the hospital a couple of times to question a few things that I've been fearful of and stuff like that. That is happening in the aftermath, but they say that everything is normal. I had a little bit of a fever like the first night, and earlier in the second part of the day, I felt like hot, flashy, and burny, and my ears were burning and stuff. And so, that I haven't experienced for the last day and a half, which I'm glad because that was making me feel really wonky. So I'm just trying to rest. I'm on the couch. I've got my blankets, pillows, and I've just been walking around really slow, just putting around when I can get up. I've been sleeping a lot because I am still like, I'm just tired. I'm really tired. So but it's come and gone. And now all I have to do now is just take a deep breath, breathe, and get my head around the fact that I still need to hear excuse me. I still need to hear test results on October 18th when I have my follow-up from my doctor of all the things that they are testing that they took out. And so my faith is, just always here with me. And I hope that once they tell me that life can go back to normal and you're going to feel better than you have in years, that is exactly what's going to happen. And so, and for all of you, I'm more alert today than I have been, I feel. And so I think that I'm going to spend some time. I have so much mail to go through. So for anybody that has sent me anything and you're here with me, thank you so much today. I'm going to try to like take a shower really good, and just like get myself in cozy, comfy pajamas and open some stuff. And thank you everyone that is just here with me, spending time with me, being a part of my life in every single way. I appreciate you guys to the highest level. You are on a pedestal in my heart and in my mind every day for the effort and love and support and just genuine interaction that we share with each other. I am grateful for every moment of it, and I thank you so much. I've kept you really long and I apologize, but over here we're just like friends sitting across the kitchen table having some coffee and a chat. So I hope that if you made it to the end of this, that you go on with your day and have a beautiful, wonderful, happy Thursday. I I will see you over on Crazy Days of Callan, through the comments and stuff on the videos. And the next video is on Happy Saturday Dollar Tree haul that has been all ready for you guys and will be posted in the morning. We've run into a lot of obstacles. YouTube has changed some different settings on the uploads that we have just discovered because we had to contact support because they have been this whole week of all the weeks. There's something that they've done that it is posting my videos 3 times over, literally 3 times over. So it will upload the right way early in the morning, bright early in the morning, like I've always done it. And then it posts again and again 2 more times just randomly. So if I'm not constantly watching the phone, I miss it. People have been watching those extra weird uploads, and so they haven't been watching the main posted video. So my only advice to you is, if it is not the thumbnail picture to my video where I'm holding the basket full of items and it's just a random shot of me looking like a weirdo talking or whatever, those are the ones that are not the ones that I've posted. Those are the ones that they've pushed out 2 times over, which makes, still, I'm trying to figure everything out. Only watch the one where it's me smiling, holding my basket of items. That is the only one. Over like 200 people watched those 2 random uploads on Monday, because they were posted weirdly. And then Wednesday it happened again. And those 2 extra weird uploads that were just randomly put out there, over 150 people watched those 2. So just make sure you're only watching the one that has the right thumbnail. of what they would normally look like of me holding, all of the Dollar Tree items in my hand and smiling at the camera. So that's it. We'll try to figure it out. And if not, I'm just going to have to keep doing damage control and deleting those extra two uploads that they keep forcing. So I don't know. I'm not technical support over here. That's my husband, and he works like 16-hour days. So sometimes he's not even here to help me. So, so that's it. I love you, and I'm sorry it's 40 minutes, but I've had fun just chatting with you and talking to you and showing you my Temu stuff. And Donna, I ordered it. So, thank you for giving me that idea to look into it. So that was fun. And I love you all so much. So have a great, wonderful day. Thank you for being part of my life. I love you guys. Bye.